Hey, what is up YouTube? I have another flashlight review for you. Alright, this was kind of an impulse purchase. It was on sale for $15. Maximum lumens 2000. It's got turbo mode, high, low, and what they call safe mode, which is ultra low. Alright, so there you see the run times and the lumens there. It also has a strobe mode and an SOS mode. And you can see all the stats there. This uses an 18350 lithium-ion battery. Now the brand here is one that I had not heard of before, and I think most Americans would pronounce it Tsuki Tac. However, after looking it up on Google, Google says it's pronounced Tsuki. And that's as best I can do. It's a Japanese name which basically means moon, again according to Google. I think this was meant to be sold in Japan because when I was reading the reviews, like half of them were in Japanese, okay? But somehow, some of them have made it to the US, and it was only $15. It's got a skeletonized pocket clip. It's got a lit side switch, has some greenish metallic accents, looks nice. It's got some baffles here to help dissipate heat. This is the charging port cover. It has Type-C recharging. It's got lanyard slots. Now this is a little bit less than 3 inches, right? So truly, fits in the palm of your hand, right? It's all operated by a side switch, and it has 3 emitters, which are P50 emitters. Now it also has a magnet on the back so you can use it as a work light. It's my old Endura. Alright, so that's useful. It came with this battery. It's an 18350 lithium-ion battery. And the positive side goes in head first. Alright, so you plug the other end of that into a power source like this power bank. And when it's recharging, it's going to light up. Right, so this is fully charged. It's blue. When it's recharging, it would be red. Alright, operation of the light. To turn it on, you press the side switch. Now I'm going to go through all 5 modes of the cycle. It's going to start in high, then medium, then low. Then it will go to the strobe and SOS modes. Okay, so warning, there's going to be some flashing. Alright. That's high mode, medium, low, which they also call safe. Alright, strobe, SOS, and then it turns off. Now, from any mode, if you long press for 2 seconds, it will go to turbo. Alright, so this is high mode. And you see how it got even brighter? That's turbo. Wow. So that's 2000 lumens out of something that's it's less than 3 inches in length. So that's pretty bright. Now, you're going to see it flicker. That's actually what the camera can see, but in real life you won't see it flickering. You see that? You won't see that in real life. That's only an effect of viewing it through the camcorder. So that's what they call the safe mode or the low mode. If this has been on in any mode for 10 seconds or more, then a press of this will just turn it off. So when I press this, it'll just turn off. So yeah, this is a pretty neat little light. I mean, for the low price that it was, it's kind of an expendable workhorse. That's what I consider it. All right, let's go outside, or rather, let me roll in the footage from outside, and then we'll come back for final thoughts on this light. So this is the high mode. Let's go to turbo. Long press 2 seconds. That's turbo. Wow. For such a small light. Let's cycle through. Back to the high mode. Medium. The low or safe mode. Now keep in mind you're not going to see that flashing with the naked eye. That's only through the camera. Alright, warning, we're going to flash. Strobe. Pretty effective. And SOS. Alright. Now let's go back to turbo. I know you want to see, the high mode is very bright in itself. Right, but turbo is just a little bit brighter. Yeah, this is a very powerful light considering the size of it, definitely. Now this is the high mode. This does have a turbo mode, but that's only kind of a burst mode. Okay, so this is pretty good at lighting the way, definitely. Hey, what's this? Oh, somebody left a bike here. It's mine now. It's mine now. No, just kidding. This is actually my bike. I biked to this abandoned road. All right, let me step this down a little bit. Okay. Now, the good thing about a $15 light like this is I can just stick it in my top pouch here, just in case I need a spare light, right? It's kind of an expendable light. You can just stick it where you might need it, along with a few extra batteries I would recommend, definitely. But yeah, I like getting out here, testing lights. Pretty good. A river of light, so to speak. There you go. Okay, YouTube, we are at the creek, overlooking Frog Creek. What can we see? It's doing a pretty good job for a small light. This is the high mode. Yes, Frog Creek is beautiful this time of year. Up to the treetops. Yeah, this is a handy little thing, no doubt. You want to go turbo? Now the turbo is a burst mode, it won't last too long, but there's the turbo. Okay, so wow, it's pretty bright. There you go. This little light at Frog Creek. Now you see that up there, that's actually the moon. I don't know if it can focus, but that is the moon. We've got a big moon out here tonight, which is interesting because the brand name of this light in Japanese is actually moon, or MULTITOOLS it would be. Is it an omen? Alright YouTube, we are back. I hope you enjoyed that. So, what are some final thoughts and conclusions about this light? Well, first of all, I wanted to make sure that this was actually compatible with batteries that I have stockpiled. These are some Nitecore branded batteries. I did test these in that light, and they work. So that's good to know. It's compatible with my prepping stockpile of this type of battery. The biggest benefit of this light is just the price. I got it on sale for $15, and the truth is, if you were to buy a nicer light in this category, basically you could buy 2 or even 3 of these for the same price as one nicer light that maybe has better features, better finishing, interface, fashion colors and so forth. So this is just a budget play. And because it is so inexpensive, you can just kind of afford to leave it somewhere that you think you might need a light at some point, right? So to me, this is not necessarily like a first line EDC light, but kind of like an expendable light, a backup, or a light that you just keep somewhere that you think you might need a light fast in the future. The other big benefit of this is that it has a burst mode of 2,000 lumens. That's a lot of brightness for something that's less than 3 inches in length. So sometimes you do just need, for 10 seconds, you need to see everything around. Maybe you saw an animal go by or something. You just need a lot of light for a short amount of time, right? So it's good at that. Now, as far as the main drawback of this, it's pretty obvious that the interface has just not been optimized. Having to click through the mode cycle to turn it to off if it hasn't been on for 10 seconds. That's a little tedious. And the shortcut to turbo, I would prefer a double tap instead of the long press. Just things like that. All right. But for the price that it was, I still think it's worth it. So bottom line, even though this is not optimized with the shortcuts and so forth, it is still definitely worth the $15 that I paid. Yeah, definitely. In fact, 10 years ago, this would have been an elite light just because of the 2000 lumen burst mode. I remember back in the day, Nitecore came out with one that had a 900 lumen burst mode, and everybody was like, whoa, because that was so bright for that time period. Of course, now the technology has advanced so much that literally you can get a budget light that, bam, 2000 lumens from this small a package. So that's pretty cool to see the technology evolve in that way. Okay, YouTube, well, I hope you enjoyed seeing my review of this light. Check out the links below the video. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Flashlights. I'm out.